Social media engagement, it's like this buzzword that everyone keeps talking about, but no one ever really gives a really solid explanation as to what it is and how you get it and what you're supposed to do to make sure that it's working for you and how it happens. As a business owner, you're busy and you've got a lot going on. So it's my job to make this very simple for you. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you not only what social media engagement is, but how you can get it and how you can manage it super, super easy. Take action now. Hi, my name is Desiree. If you're looking to grow your business with better social media and content marketing, take action now. Hit that subscribe button and the bell below. Now, here's the thing. Content marketing in general, engagement, all of it starts with the content plan. So make sure you go grab my free content planning worksheet that I have for you down in the description below to get you started on your path to content creation success. Now, what is engagement? Engagement is when there is interactivity between a user and a brand or a post on social media. This is gonna be like commenting, sharing. When it comes to Instagram or TikTok, this is where you can use the sound that someone else has created or that you have created and someone else is using to create their own piece of content. Engagement basically is the audience, the viewer, is doing something related to the post. Now this is like the golden nugget with social media. Social media, and this is how it's been taught for so long, is about posting and creating content that people want to engage with. So oftentimes we as creators, as business owners, as marketers, we focus on the creating part first. We're like, okay, we gotta create content. It's gotta look really great. We gotta be creating all these videos. We gotta be doing all these things. We forget, well, we need to be engaging with our people as well. Engagement is not just for your potential or existing audience to comment on your stuff. It's you commenting and engaging on other people's stuff as well. That's right. It's time for you to consume and engage with other people, other brands, and other potential customers for you. So now the question is going to be, how do I do this? How one engages on social media is by finding other conversations to be a part of that would be relevant to what you're doing. So I want you to think of engagement like you're going to an in-person networking event, whether it's a conference or a mixer or maybe your local like networking group like a BNI. Whatever it is, the purpose of these events is to go and find like-minded people who can help you promote and grow your business or teach you something new related to your life. It's going to help you. And so when you're doing in-person networking, not only are you learning and there for the purpose of the event, but you're also talking to your fellow people in the room. You're getting to know each other. You're talking about what they do, how they do it, what makes them unique, finding common interests, is bonding over that relationship. And that's where engagement happens. So when you're thinking about it from a social media perspective, it's finding other people in your area. It's finding other like-minded people who might be your customer. It's finding people that you admire or aspire to be by and engaging with them and interacting with their content. And spending time doing that on a regular basis so that you can grow your following. Because when you are engaging, more people are likely to engage with you back. In fact, this is a really popular strategy that a lot of people have done, where like people will set aside dedicated amounts of time every day to comment on hashtags and follow and go find people and do all of these things. Social media engagement can get really frustrating and really time consuming and really stressful. And I don't want that to be that for you. And I don't want that to be that for me either, which is why we want to simplify and use our time efficiently with the right tools, which is why I want to present you with Awario. Now, Awario is not only our sponsor for today's video, it is a great tool and system that you can use to track conversations, set up keywords, notifications, and just participate in so many like-minded, needed, niche conversations that you didn't know that were out there and that you didn't have to spend all this time finding because they present it to you all in one dashboard. So let's head over to the computer. I'm going to show you how to use Awario, set it up very basically so that you can get started tracking conversations, using those keywords and engagements, and finding leads. Okay, to get started, I want you to go click on the link that I have for you down in the description below to take you to Awario so you can get started for free. Once you create your account and login, you're going to head over to your dashboard. Now, in your dashboard is where kind of everything lives. This is where all the information is going to be. This is where all of the different demos and data that's available to you based on the different things that you have put into your account to make work for you. So let's walk through kind of some of these things step by step. We have our dashboard, we have our mentions, which is kind of the bread and butter of what we're doing here. We have our leads, and then we have our reports. Now, when we're setting this up, we're going to start with our mentions. Now, I have this women of video mention already set up for us to kind of see, and you can see I'm pulling these stats from different areas of the internet and social media based on the specific key phrases that I have put into my settings. I also have done this for Vid Summit, which is a conference that I go to that a lot of creators are very much participating in and engaging with. So it's a good marker for what's going on. So to set one up, all you do is you go to this little plus sign next to the mentions and you hit the plus. And what you're going to do is pick which kind of alert you want. You can do a standard or a Boolean. Now, Boolean is much more advanced, so we're going to start first with standard because I think it's perfectly acceptable, easy way to get started. So now we want to do or find the words that are related to our business that we'd want to do. So if like you're a dentist, you would probably want to do like your local area, the city that you're in, dental hygiene, that sort of stuff. But for me, because I'm talking about social media, I'm going to use those words. So I have social media. I have social media marketing. I have video marketing, Instagram video, TikTok marketing. And as you can see, it's kind of working through some excluded keywords, like things I do not want to be included in my search, because so many things can kind of get pulled up with it. I can do like social, I could add like some words I don't like, sucks. I could do things like hacks, growth. Those are just some of the words that we can probably use. And then I want to change my languages. I always want to do it to the language that I speak or my customers speak so that I can make sure that I am using that correctly. I can pick my location. So this is where I can kind of put down to cities, countries, states. So if I wanted to, I could do like the state that I live in, or I could say, just the United States. That way I am keeping it specific to the country that I'm in. So I can really localize it and make it specific to me. And as far as sources, these are the options and places where we can pull these words from. So maybe I want to remove some of these, like grandma video, news, blogs, like places that these words are going to probably be showing up a lot. Obviously with web, I think that'd be really good. But with news and stuff, you're going to pull in a lot of things. And then I can also say how far back it goes. I encourage you to keep it to 7 days, because if you go back too far, it's going to be a ton to work through and go through, and you don't want to do that. For whitelisting, you can kind of like talk about like people that you want to see, and then for blacklisting, people that you don't want to see. So we're going to save our settings. And then as you can see, they are now over here on this side of the tab. It's just going to take a second to generate all of the things. So I can add hashtags to monitor on Instagram as well within this. So I can do hashtag social media. I can do events like, let's see, content creator. I could do events, maybe like social media marketing world, or I could do lead generation. The more specific you are, the better it can be for you, but you also would like to make sure that it's not so specific that nothing shows up. So this is just going to continue to populate onto here. If you need to connect any social networks that you want to search for so you can comment as a Twitter person or as your YouTube account, you can connect those here. But I just want to kind of show you how this looks within like these other ones I've already built in. So let's say I'm in here and I want to comment on one of these things. So let's see, I can click on it and I can see what Lex blog has said over on Twitter, which is this legal blog publishing represents tipping and scaling. Okay, and I can see what it is. And what I can do is just engage with this article from in here if I wanted to. Let's see if I can just find something that works really well for what I want to do. Like I said, it takes time to kind of weed through things to find the right things to engage with for your business. That's why we want to make sure that's really focused and succinct with what you want to be finding and interacting with as a brand. Just trying to find something because the creator word is pretty broad. Like this is a perfect example of a word not to. So I'm actually going to go into my settings here and I'm going to delete creator because it's just too big. And by having that in there, I would like to delete. Yes, I do, because they're interfering with what I'm trying to follow and watch. So to go back to social media here, we can see we have more words that we could do. So like social media services and coaching, right? So I can kind of see who this person is. So this person offers social media services. So maybe I'd want to reach out to them because I'd want to partner with them to maybe be like a white label client for them or something like that. So I have all of these like different options and things that are happening within here that I can interact with and engage with. another hashtag. So it's the heart. It looks like what it does is it's going to take you over to the social account so you can engage with it as your profile. And then you can comment on it, say something simple to post about it, and then I can just close it out once it goes up. I really prefer to do this from my desktop because I find it to be just a lot of an easier situation, easier environment to do things. More on Twitter, just really tracking these conversations. So you want to, this allows for you to really find people to engage with and follow and like and have conversations with and engage with them in the way that you would want to be engaged with. If you go up here, you can do sort of quick searches for people or things. Like maybe you're looking for someone specifically, you can search for them and say, okay, this is what I wanted to do. We have sort of by date, so we can do date, reach, or number of mentions if we're trying to find something really specific. So like, okay, this profile right here has a lot of mentions, so maybe I would engage with that because it would get more eyeballs and things like that. We have our grouped by conversations. So what we can do is group something by authors or conversations. So what we do with that is we go into here, we have our little mark as starred as like something that we want to come back to or see. We have marked as done. We can tag it. So this is where like those groups can come into. We can move it to the blacklist. Like I never want to see this person again, please remove it or delete it. Okay, so we have a lot of options within here so that we're able to organize things well. Now, for some reason you want to export all of this, maybe you have to give a report to a client or to your boss or something, you can export it with the pro version of Awario. So now let's talk about leads. Okay, so we have this leads tabs over here on this side. What I've done when I've set up my leads by hitting the settings next to leads, I can see my tab here. These are the kinds of words that I want people to kind of be looking for in here. So maybe what I want to look for a social media manager or looking for a social media manager, or I can do in search of social media manager. Right? So I'm kind of really putting these like words together to find these specific leads and stuff to do things for. I can exclude more words. And of course I have all of my sources and stuff and I can just hit save. Those will populate into my Awario dashboard. Go back over to leads and we can see like what our options are for it, so we can contact them and see if these are going to be good clients, whether it's for like interview them on a podcast or see if they want to do business together. I have all of these options. The more that I am able to hone my time and spend it on here, the more focused and engaging and interactive and effective my time will be on this platform. Now you can grab Awario for free in the description that I have here down below. I promise it's going to simplify your engagement life so that you can find the right conversations to be a part of, grow your audience, and of course get leads to your social media and to your business. Now remember, engagement is only part of the puzzle when it comes to creating an effective social media strategy. You want to make sure that you take time to plan out your content really well, which is why I want to watch this video I have for you right here. It's going to map out step by step every single thing that you need to do to be effective on social media so that your content can flourish and you can get leads to your business. And watch this video right here because YouTube thinks you are really going to like it. Until next time, I will see you soon.